Yes, sir. Now today, we gonna talk about Gematria and how to decode sports, man. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of free sauce. I really can't give y'all too much because I gotta keep some for the Patreon for those that supporting on the Patreon. So shout out everybody on the Patreon supporting. The link is in the description if you want to tap in. Kinfolk, I don't really got time out my day to be, looking into all this stuff. And go ahead, tap into the Patreon. Kinfolk, I don't want to subscribe to your big head ass. I want to do it on my own. Well, pay attention. Class is in session. Now, I want to talk about yesterday because we went 2-0 yesterday, right? And I'm going to show y'all why. I'm going to show y'all why some of these games hit the way that they do. Now, yesterday, Friday, a lot of this is based off of these teams' records. These teams' records and date numerology is very important when it comes to decoding sports, right? So, I'm gonna go over it and I'm gonna just go right down the list, right? So you have to be familiar with a few phrases, the same phrases that you see in my videos. Decoding these games is the same way of decoding these events, decoding these blood sacrifices. It's the same way, right? So the New York Knicks, right? They went against the Pacers yesterday. They came into that game 199 and 200 in the playoffs all time. Now, you have to look at each possibility, right? You can't have a bias when it comes to decoding these games. You can't come in with a bias, right? Even if you start seeing so many things line up for one team, you still have to be open-minded to the other side because some of these games are double decoded. But let's just go on, man. So if they were to lose, which they did, they got their 201st playoff loss all time when Order of Illuminati equals 201, right? Order of Illuminati equals 201. The Jesuit Order equals 201. The creator of the Jesuit Order, Ignatius of Loyola, equals 201, right? Now, on the day that they got their 201st loss was on 10/5, the 10th of May, when Order of Illuminati also equals 105. So you really looking for those combinations. You see what I'm saying? You looking for those combos. That's giving you the clue, the strongest clue. Breaking down these games is like solving a riddle. So let's continue. Right? So you have to look at both records. And the way to do this, I'm giving away a lot of sauce right now. StatMuse, right? StatMuse. Go to StatMuse, ask it anything. You could ask it anything. What's LeBron James' stats in 2017? And they gonna give you what you looking for. Whatever question that you have, phrase it the right way, and they'll give it to you. So I'm looking at these games, right? So I want to know these records of these teams, man, because I want to know who gonna hit what. So the Knicks, right? They have a 66. So look, we gonna say what's the Knicks away playoff record, and they gonna give it to me. Since they lost that game, now it's 137. But at the time before it started, it was 136. So I said, okay, they got 66 wins right now. New York Knicks equals 66. They could get their 137th loss in Indiana. That was a home game for Indiana, might I add. They're undefeated at home right now. So it was versus Indiana, which equals 137. Even the Indiana coach, Rick Carlisle, when his last name Carlisle equals 137. Now, 137 is the 33rd prime number. Well, that's interesting, because if we go down here, this game was on a Friday. The New York Knicks came in that game 33-32. So guess what? They lost that game to become 33-33 on Fridays all time in the playoffs. So you see how these these combos, right? That's what you looking for. You looking for the most combos, the most riddles. You looking for the strongest riddle, because everything is connecting right now. Order of Illuminati, you got the 137, 33, even New York. I hope I'm not going too fast. New York equals 33. Nick equals 33. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they ended up losing that game. And it was also their 66th Friday game when New York equals 66. So they stayed, you see that right there? That's 66. So they stayed on 66 wins on Friday. Oh, never mind. I thought Friday equals 66. Never mind. But they stayed on 66 on Friday when New York Knicks equals 66. So you just looking for the strongest riddle for real. That's really all it is. Now, because you want to look at it every way, so you want to add as many records as possible.
Opera GX.
So the riddle can be as strongest as possible. You want to add as many things as possible.
Is hogging all your resources. I mean, look at this.
I hate that YouTube getting around the ad blocker, but okay, so the Knicks also came into this game 12-20 on Fridays on the road in the playoffs all the time. So it was a Friday and it was an away game for the Knicks. So you take that record as well. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Some riddles are harder to solve than others, because sometimes you'll see numbers on both sides. Now you might happen to be on the right end of that riddle, or you might happen to be on the wrong end of that riddle, because sometimes it could be double-sided. So that's what you kind of want to do. You want to add as most records as possible, so you can get the strongest riddle, right? So they came into that game 12-20 on Fridays on the road. They lost and became 12-21 on 12-21 date numerology. Let me show you. So that game was, 12-21. So they became 12-21, and then they made the series. The Pacers made this series 2-1. You see what I'm saying? I hope it's starting to make sense. I feel like I don't know. Hopefully I'm making sense, because NY, the abbreviation NY equals 12. So that's why they was on 12 wins, and then Nick equals 21, right? So that's why they got their 21st Friday loss on the road in the playoffs. Not to mention, we just used the word Nick, just like up here. Once again, the combination Nick equals 33. That's why they became 33-33 on Fridays in the playoffs all the time. Now let's move on to the Pacers. Oh yeah, okay. So let me explain the Kobe Bryant's connections. Since we're in the year 24 of Kobe, everybody always say, why you connect everything to Kobe? Why do you connect everything to Kobe? Because Kobe Bryant was the biggest ritual in the sports world. It was a lot of energy that was harnessed off of that staged ritual, right? Off of that staged ritual. So it's a lot of things that's connected to him. He was the biggest ritual in sports. So it's not just basketball that Kobe Bryant is connected to. Once you start looking into these games, you'll see that it's connected in MLB. You start looking up these coaches' names, the days that they was born. A lot of people have these connections, even the players. But let's move on, man. Because Tom Thibodeau, who is the Knicks coach, came into that game 37-43 in the playoffs. He got his 44th loss in his 81st game when Kobe Bean Bryant equals 81 and Kobe Bean Bryant is 44 in Chaldean. See, this is why y'all have to tap in to the Chaldean cipher. This is why y'all gotta tap in. A lot of y'all ignore the Chaldean cipher. That's why y'all miss a lot of rituals. Y'all miss a lot of riddles. Y'all miss a lot of riddles because y'all ignore Chaldean. Shout out to Decode Your Reality. That's when I start seeing that Chaldean is valid. When I started watching his videos and the way he presented. He do the whole video in Chaldean. Salute to him. Salute to him. Now, continuing this Kobe Bryant connection, right? The Pacers, who was their opponents, the Pacers coach next birthday was on the 24th week and the 3rd day of this game when Kobe Bean Bryant equals 243. See? Kobe Bean Bryant equals 243. So see this whole riddle. Let's connect this whole riddle. We got 243, 81, and 44.
Now that's a breath of fresh Airwick.
243, and in the coach's 81st playoff game, he got his 44th loss. You see these combinations. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for those combinations.
So much soul.
You're looking for those combinations. That's what you're looking for. Now, remember how I told you, okay, now we back to the Order of Illuminati connection. Right? We going back to that. Now, the Knicks got their 201st loss when Order of Illuminati equals 201. And the date was 10/5, like Order of Illuminati equals 105. Now, let's move on to the Pacers, because they got their 120th win when Illuminati equals 120. Now let's go for the real 1-2, the real motherfucking knockout. The real 1-2-3 punch combination, man. Because y'all watch my videos, man. Y'all watch my videos so y'all know about these numbers. So on this day, right, which was 59 date numerology, when we know the number 59 is correlated to black people, right? Let me just give y'all some examples. So y'all just know Kinfolk ain't just on here just rambling. So Kinfolk ain't on here just rambling. Indiana Pacer equals 59, right? Hold on, let me zoom in all the way. Indiana Pacer equals 59 on 59 date numerology. Ron Artest, remember, Ron Artest played for the Pacers. Ron Artest equals 59. Felice Johnson, these are all black people. Eagle, Colorado, that's where Kobe caught his case at, in Eagle, Colorado, 59. Here we go. Humiliation equals 59. James Worthy equals 59. And remember, that's a two-piece combination, because not only does James Worthy equal 59, James Worthy wore the number 42. He wore the number 42. So that's a two-piece combination with the 42 and the 59. So now let me show you the two-piece. Let me show you the three-piece, actually, because it was the Indiana Pacers 76th win on 59-day numerology. When Indiana Pacer equals 59 and 76. Now we know Negro equals 59 and 76. Slave equals 59 and 76. Michael Jordan, 3-piece, 59, 76, 42. This why you need to use Chaldean. Because then you would know Michael Jordan also equals 42. So we got this little 2-piece little chicken wing dinner, right? So even the Pacers coach is born in the year 59, right? They even came into that game with 5 losses and 9 wins. So they won that game on a Friday at home. And I'll show y'all my slip too. I ain't just come on this bitch and get to editing my notes after the fact. Nigga, I'll show y'all the slips. I'll log on DraftKings right now, show y'all the slips. Nigga. I hit the bonus bets off that bitch. Okay, where the thing at? My bets at? Okay, here we go. Okay, boom. Boom. I hit all my little bonus bets that they gave me. I hit all my little bonus bets. So see, I had the Pacers and then I had the Nuggets. Everybody on my Patreon know that. Everybody on my Patreon know that. Right? We had the Pacers. Boom. Money line. Underlined in bold. So there's no confusion who Kinfolk going for. Go down. Boom. Denver Nuggets money line. They was the underdogs too. And we gonna talk about why they won too. But first I want to talk about this chicken dinner. Because once again, 76 win on 59-day numerology. Then they won to become 10-5 on Fridays at home in the playoffs on 10/5. So it's so many combinations going on, man. So once you see all that, man, it's a green light. It's a green light. It's a green light. It's a green light on that. And then I forgot to bring to you how the Pacers got their 120th win, just like they coach named Rick Carlisle equal 120. They got 120 wins right now, just like their coach name equals 120. And they got it on the day of Order of Illuminati, just like Illuminati equals 120. These sports are in conjunction. The same way these events that happen on the news page when you go on CNN, they're all in conjunction. The main events that happen in the world are right in connection with sports, man. They're right in conjunction. They're not adversaries. They're right in conjunction. So, okay, that's enough on that. Oh, okay. Here's another good one. So this is when I knew for sure that the Knicks was winning, was because we had some murder by numbers, right? And it's metaphorical. Was that the best way? Was that the best word to use? It was, yeah, metaphorically speaking, right? Because nobody died that day. It was just resembling the loss of that game, right? Because that game for the Knicks coach, it was on the 16th week and the 3rd day, when 163 is the 38th prime number. Remember. Let me open up another file. Yeah, I got all these. I got these bitches in a folder. You hear me? Where the 38 folder at? Boom. Open that bitch up. In the movie Murder by Numbers, I don't know if y'all can see it that well, I don't know if y'all can see it that well, but if you see on the board, the teacher has the date 3/16. In other words, the 16th of March. This is in the movie Murder by Numbers where they show this. The 16th of March, 163, which is the 38th prime number. It's the 38th prime number. When death equals 38, RIP equal 38, Lucifer, murder equals 38. So then I knew, okay, that's symbolic to the Knicks getting murdered tonight. I know it sounds funny, it sounds silly, but that's exactly how it went. That's how I made that bread. And okay, it's a bonus bet. That's a free $50 because I smacked it about 5 times. They gave me five bonus bets. That's a free 50 bones. What you gonna complain about a free $50? Now, also, it was 114 days after the Knicks coach birthday. Now, remember, after the Knicks coach birthday, 114 days, when Indiana Pacers equal 114. So his birthday that day revolved around the Pacers. So that's why the Pacers won. You see what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention to little stuff like that. So the same way you take, when you hear about somebody dying and you take their birthday to the death day, it's the same thing as these games. You take the coach's birthday, take it to the day of the game, before and after. Look at the day that he was born. Look at his date numerology. All that stuff takes into account. Right? Okay, I took way too long on this one game. Right? But I just want to hit on all the points, right? Lord have mercy, 22 minutes. Okay, let's move on to the second game. Now, this was a clear Kobe Bryant ritual. This one right here was a clear Kobe Bryant ritual. So, the Denver Nuggets came into that game against the Timberwolves, game 3. They came into that game with a record of 102 and 135 losses. Kobe Bean Bryant, once again, Kobe Bean Bryant equals 135. That game was versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves equals 135, right? Okay. Now, does that mean they're just going to win every single game and stay on 135? No. That's why you have to decode every single game. Game by game. Because that doesn't necessarily guarantee that they're just going to win the rest of the series because of that, right? It's numbers that's included with every game. Every game has its own date numerology that is played on. It's a certain span of days before his birthday, after his birthday. You have to do it every single game. You have to do this the same way, repetition. Now, another 2-piece combo, right? Because this game was the Denver Nuggets' 238th game. Now, like I just said, remember where Kobe caught that case at? Eagle, Colorado, 238. 238. Now, that's Kobe's day of birth. That's the day that Kobe was born. And in fact, let me type it like this so it pop up real big. August 23rd, 23/8. And it was their 238th game. And it was also 238 days after the Nuggets coach birthday. So then I'm saying, okay. All right. Okay. That's when the rubbing of the hands come in. When you start seeing them combinations, it's gonna make you start rubbing them hands together. Them fingers gonna start itching. You hear me? So come on, let's continue. Now let's break this down. Now the Denver Nuggets had they came into that game with 33 wins and 87 losses on the road in the playoffs all time. So once again, if they're at away, take their away record, take their overall record. Don't include regular season. This is the playoffs. Regular season doesn't matter right now. It's all about their playoff record right now. So they came in 33 and 87. This was all about Jokic. And see, this is why y'all got to tap into Chaldean. I shouldn't even be giving y'all this free sauce like this. But I see a lot of y'all ignore the Chaldean cipher. Nikola Jokic equals 33 and Chaldean. Right? Nuggets equals 33. Even Jokic's last name by itself equals 33. 33 and 87. That's the record they came in on. 33 and 87. Okay, Kinfolk, so it sync up, but how does that tell us who's gonna win next? Well, perfect. Because it was their 34th win exactly 34 weeks after the Nuggets coach birthday. That's what sealed the deal. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that don't even seal the deal yet. The deal unsealed. It ain't sealed yet. Watch this. Now this finna seal the deal. We got another 3-piece combination. Spicy. Red beans and rice. Because once again, take these coaches' records as well. Now listen to this. It was Michael Mahomes' 42nd win on 59-day numerology and his 76th game. Come on, man. That's money. That's money in the bank. Cash it. Cash my check. That's why I was so confident. I spent all my bonus bets on it. All the bonus bets I had. Because I knew it was cash money. 42, 59, and 76. The N-word, racial slur. Then you got for the 59, Negro slave. Black History Month equal 59 in Chaldean. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. Also, you see how they got their 34th win, right? They got their 34th win exactly 34 weeks after the Nuggets coach birthday, right? Well, see how the 34, that's another combination. They won that game and stayed on 34 losses exactly 34 weeks after the Nuggets coach birthday. So you got to look at these coaches. A lot of these games are surrounded around the coaches and the star players. The coaches and the star players. That's what these games revolve around. Right? Even the Timberwolves came in. See, this is why you have to do extensive research. Because you would have thought that they was going to win and stay on 42 losses on 59-day numerology. You would have thought that was the combination right there if you didn't look deep enough. If you didn't look deep enough, you would have thought the fact that the Timberwolves also had 42 losses would have told you, okay, they can win today and stay on 42 losses on 59-day numerology. But that wasn't the strongest riddle. This was the strongest riddle was for the Nuggets coach. And that's why they pulled that off despite being the underdogs, plus 145. One last combination. October 5th, 10/5. Excuse me. The 10th of May. The 10th of May, 10/5. Order of Illuminati equals 105. Well, the Nuggets coach was born on the 258th day of the year. Just like Order of Illuminati equals 258. You see these little combinations now. You see how these combinations work now. So I didn't give y'all 30 minutes. I didn't give y'all 30 minutes of sauce. If you just feel like, man, this shit too, I don't feel like doing this shit every game. You more than welcome to tap into the Patreon Or you more than well to save this video to your favorites, pull it up when you doing your research on the games, and just use it as your guideline. Use it as your guideline for real. Whatever which one you want to do, that's cool. But with that being said, man, that's all we have for this video. Appreciate y'all for all the love. Appreciate y'all for all the support. I'm out.